it's way too nice out there. I gotta go out. So we're gonna do the whole show out there. Come with me, come on. Gotta stop carrying this camera around. It's too heavy. Look around, you see this? Amazing. Right in the backyard. Welcome back. Thanks for coming. It's the Hotline Show. It's the 27th one. September 8th, 2024. Fix that. So, busy week. Lots going on. Whoa, do you see? I don't know if you can see that. There's a beaver. Like, swim. Hold on, let me get it on my phone. Hopefully I can get it before it's too late. Look at this. Look at that. Or it's a groundhog. So cool. I wish I could swim like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Busy week. Lots going on. Earlier this week, I went up to Cairo, New York. I think they say Cairo. I forget how they say it. It's spelled like Cairo. I photographed the guy who discovered the oldest forest in the world. It's a quick video. It's fossils, but it's amazing. It's fascinating. There'll be a story about that for a magazine. Maybe I'll talk about it. I asked him if I could come back and do a video with him, and he seemed to be down with it. So that's cool. Look out for that. While I was up there, went to a waterfall called Diamond Notch Falls. And I wanted to do a series of videos where I rate waterfalls in New York. I guess this was maybe a test because I just thought of it there. So I stood there and I started reviewing it. Check this out. I haven't seen water this clear in quite some time. There's no garbage. So shout out to whoever's maintaining this. Oh wait. Okay, never mind. I see garbage. I kind of fucked up the audio though, and I was sort of off the game, and I didn't really even hold on, cars. Didn't even really have anything to say, but I think there's something there. So I might do waterfall reviews. Maybe. I don't know. Just saying that, I'm like, I don't know. Today, I'm introducing the emerald egg sandwich in a couple hours. Although not today, because today is Friday, but whatever. I record early. I think it's a success.
Welcome back to Radio Chat Skill. Photographer Noah Kalina isn't just making photographs, he's also raising chickens and creating what he calls, quote, the best egg sandwich in the world. In his latest newsletter, he introduces his readers to his Green Queen Easter Egger Bantam chickens, and he's crafted together with them the Emerald Egg Sandwich. Noah Kalina is here to tell us about that. We've also got Patricio Raballo here too, because we, Noah, are both intrigued. You've got the whole studio, the whole staff here intrigued. The best egg sandwich in the world.
Well, I mean, that's what some people are saying.
I don't know. We'll see. I hope people like the egg sandwich, the emerald egg sandwich. So that's the update on that. 2 questions today. Just Peter from Germany, because we haven't heard from him in a little bit. I'll do that inside. And then we've got 1 question from James. Great question from James. Outside. Let's go. I'm going to walk to that, and then we'll go to Peter. Thanks for coming. Do the stuff, like, subscribe, call the hotline, leave a comment. Talk to you later. All right, this looks good. I'm going to do something about this. Or this one. Let me take a call here.
Hey Noah, James. I was watching a recent episode, and there was a scene regarding the tree on the trail, and watching you discuss to yourself whether you should cut down the tree or leave it there, it made me think about all the times that I end up accumulating things and debating whether I should just, delete it, keep it, right, or move on. a decade, 2 decades ago, maybe at this point, I went on a backpacking trip and I ended up taking, I would say probably 15,000 photos, like genuinely 15,000 photos. And the vast majority of the photos were blurry, or the humidity just kind of like ruined the lens, so the photographs just didn't come out as good. I would say probably at least 70% of the pictures are just not even usable, um, let alone good, right? But I still keep them, and I've kept them, and I just keep transferring them as time goes on. New computer, and just move them over and store them, and there's really no use for them. It's unusable, right? But I still keep them. So when I saw your little scene with the tree, and you debating whether you should cut it down or leave it there, um, even though it's in the way, and you've already extracted the value of it, right, of the photograph, and yeah, it just made me question: do you have? Is it hard for you to move on when it comes to um, things in life? Are you a digital hoarder, for example? Do you accumulate things? Um, yeah, would love your insight. Thanks.
James, great to hear from you again. Always really good, thoughtful questions, photography related, photography practice related. Now, digital hoarding, am I one? Yeah, yes, basically. It's a different kind of hoarding than like physical hoarding, because physical hoarder will have their whole house be filled with shit. What do we have? A bunch of hard drives? I have a whole system that I've been managing, for like 25 years now. So uh, it's a lot of data. It's mostly, you know, I could probably pack it down into like 2 boxes when all is said and done. So it's not really like that big of a deal. I mean, I guess the real question is like how to manage this and also why do we do it? I'll get to that in a second. Before I do, I wanted to talk about this. I think some people call these widow makers. This is an unusual one because it's sort of leaning on the wall here. But oftentimes when you see them in the woods, like a tree will fall and then another tree is holding it up. And I don't know if you can see it in the frame here, but there's a branch that is like a limb is sitting on. And if that breaks, it's likely the whole thing will fall down. Though it does look like there's multiple branches. It's hard to see or understand, but I guess they call it a widowmaker because presumably a married man will be walking in the woods and they see these and then they fuck with it or something and then it just falls on them and crushes them and kills them and then their wife becomes a widow. Um, so, I think maybe in terms of, for chainsaw, tree people, when they cut these, because they think they're gonna do it right and they fuck up and then it kills them. I don't know. There's something like that. Anyway, I was thinking about that and that's part of the question because it's like we've used these elements in the frame before, especially the one down there. Do we keep it around because it's no longer of value? We have extracted the value from it. Personally, I like things as seeing them over time, repetition, doing it over and over again, how everything else changes, how this might eventually collapse, which it will in time. So a lot of the things that I've been sort of managing in the forest here, and we'll get into it soon. I'm just waiting for something to happen so I can talk about it more. But I'm trying to make more things that can become composition. So that's what I've been thinking about, like cutting stuff back here specifically. Big stuff like this, I'm never going to touch. But back to the digital hoarding. I remember years ago, when I was 20, and digital technology was still rather new. I remember someone saying to me that storage is cheap and never delete anything. And even though it wasn't really cheap and it's all relative to your financial situation, because I remember when they said that back then, a gigabyte of storage. We were backing up on CD-ROMs and stuff, so it didn't feel cheap to me then, but it's all relative. They were just like, never delete anything. And for whatever reason, that stuck with me. And I really don't ever delete anything. I could take a bunch of the shittiest photos in the world, so, blurry, out of focus, fucked up by the camera, still keep it on a drive. Why? Why delete it? You'd feel so bad to delete it. And if it's a memory, a personal memory for you, regardless of its value to other people, I think it's worth keeping. And because it is digital hoarding, this isn't like the same kind of psychological problem that filling your home up with newspapers, things that might not have any relevance to your life. It's a completely different sort of thing. And I think the idea of digital hoarding, there's a negative connotation there, and I don't think there should be. Now, of course, I'll delete like a real blank frame if I accidentally shoot a raw, a photo of the ground and I'm going through it, I'll delete it. But by and large, any shoot, hundreds of shoots, could be the same composition, just slightly different. I have all of those RAWs. I'll never delete any of them. And I have them backed up multiple times. So I think part of it is more of a professional reason, just because I want to have my archive. I want to make sure it's proper and full. And, at the times, maybe not even a handful, count on one hand the amount of times I've like lost a shoot, or like because of just some fuck up on my side or corruption. It's so rare, that's so rare. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, it's just a squirrel. Thought I was seeing a flying something. Where was I? Yeah, I mean, I think the only problem with this, and when all is said and done, and especially if you're doing this professionally, which it sounds like, James, you are a photographer. It's what happens when you die, because someone's going to take it and have to figure out what to do with it. And the burden is on someone else at that point. Should we worry about that? I don't know. Probably not. But until then, I don't know. Storage is cheap. I have something like 70 terabytes under my desk, and then just tons of just portable external hard drives in my basement, and then stuff on the cloud. I pay for 3 cloud services. I think that's the problem, but I can't even think about deleting them. I was going through iCloud trying to download all of the photos off iCloud. If you have like a iCloud library of like 80,000 photos and 30,000 videos, it doesn't really work downloading it off of iCloud. You're sort of stuck paying for life. I could try it again. Maybe it's my internet speed, but I got about 3/4 of the way through, and then it stalled. And now I have to start the whole thing over just to get the actual files off the cloud. It's all a scam, man. It's all just these companies. They will lock you in. You become reliant on them, and then there's no way to ever walk away. They know this. Everyone knows this. But I think it might go to the general idea that you should buy a hard drive, which is relatively cheap. $100 for 2 terabytes now. It's amazing. And just fill it up. And just, that's a ton of photos right there, and just put it in the closet. Never forget about it. You'll forget about it till the day you die, and someone else will find it and be like, what do I have to do with this? Do I look through it? Oh, okay, I'll look through it. Oh, it's Noah's photos, same thing, over and over and over and over again. What am I supposed to do with this? You just burden the next generation, and they'll figure it out. They'll give it to a museum, and they'll be like, who? We should what? Oh, we'll get back to you. And they never do. So just enjoy it while you got it. You know what I mean? And don't worry about saving all your digital files. You should. It's but nothing. It's fractions of pennies. Just do it. Okay, James, thank you for that question. I got to move on. I actually have to go somewhere today. Every day, any day I have to be somewhere.
It's impossible to edit that. It's just going
morning.
on and on and on. It's so annoying. Maybe I fixed it. Anyway, let's take one more call. Peter from Germany. Let's hear from him.
Hello, Noah. It's Peter from Germany again. Happy Friday. Okay, I have a question. What's the most underrated or overlooked photo of yours? What makes it special to you? Also, because I am walking in the rain, I'm wondering, what is your favorite rain jacket? Okay, thank you.
Peter from Germany, again, thank you for calling. I know you called. Now it's 3 weeks in a row. Sorry I didn't get to you in the past couple of weeks. Just called too late, or the way the recording schedule was, whatever. Glad to have you back on the show. I hope your vacation was nice. Overrated or underrated photo? I don't know. I don't really think about it like that. In fact, do I have any photos that are rated? I mean, maybe I have some popular pictures. Usually the stuff that I made that it's popular, that it's well received or sells a lot, is sort of rightfully so. Like the market kind of chooses the right pictures. Sometimes there are photos that I like that aren't as appreciated, but usually, like if I have a show, there's like one that is usually the one. But I don't know. I think these videos are underrated. I think more people should watch them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too niche. Maybe the 500 to 700 people who watch right now is all we need. It's all we need, right? So, I mean, that's it. I don't think about it that much, though, that kind of thing. Rain jacket. This, right now, currently my favorite rain jacket. It's Columbia. I just love rain jackets, all sorts of rain jackets. I'm not even that much of a brand person. It could be anything. I mean, Patagonia or Arc'teryx makes nice stuff. Depends. A good rain jacket has a lot of pockets. I love the rain, so I can just put a whole lot of stuff in here and just be good for the day. Tissues, lens caps, lenses, other things, glasses, ear things. So it's all good. Also, I like a red rain jacket. I don't really like a yellow rain jacket, but that's classic. I would never really wear one. It felt weird. But red I'll wear. But black is really the go-to these days, I think. Anyway, Peter from Germany, again, thank you so much for calling. Call back. Look forward to it. And of course, anyone else who wants to call, numbers below. I've been getting some prank calls lately, which is funny, I guess, but they're not funny. They're just, it's kids. The kids have found the channel and are, I guess, have time at recess. When are they going to take away phones from kids at school? Definitely, we need to do that. It's out of control. I don't know how they deal with that. Like, subscribe, hit the comment section. I think that's a better indicator of comments than anything else. Discussion, get the community involved. Hope to see you all there. That's it for today. Thank you again. If you made it this far, that's awesome. All right. Till we meet again, maybe.